Coming up next, the Pelicans taking on the Bulls. For the New Orleans Pelicans, they've shown no fear so far this season. Now on the road against one of the toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Bulls, Pelicans is next, right after this.
When they dropping off all that drip for free, you know you got power. They try to throw the whole bag at me. Oh yeah, I know I got power. I got power. Okay, I got power. I said, put in the hours.
Look at you, face down on the floor. I told you, you don't have it. Power.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Harrison out there with Richmond, and it's Wennington in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, they've got Red Hot. Jason Tatum is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition, and really, who can survive the night?
And it's going to be the Bulls right off the tip. Here's Red Hot from past the arc. No good on that one. Ingram outside. They set the pick. Here's Wennington, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The pass to Wennington. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. There's Harrison. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
New Orleans with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Williamson, the pass to Richmond. Three-pointer. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
Here's Richmond, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level and his tonight has been high.
Here's Harrison. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Bulls, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
Butler against Ingram. Over Butler. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Fred Hop. Misses the three.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense. He seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Williamson, the pass to Richmond. Ingram, a screen on Booker. Now here's Ingram. Back to Richmond. Fires for three. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Richmond. And this game is tied up now.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. So for the Bulls, Siakam is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Morrison comes in for Jason Tatum. Davis is subbed in for Butler. Here's Red Hot. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And the Bulls with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Ingram. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam.
Like this. See that as Ingram hits a shot from the mid-range. It's going to open some things up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. There's Red Hot. He has 6. Connects from three-point range. Red Hot's got 9 points. The Pelicans trail. From the arc. Siakam pulls it in. To the middle. Ingram with the steal. Here's Harrison. He gets it in there. Harrison's got his second basket of the game.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. Terrific down there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 1.
12.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got McDaniels, Griffin out there with Harrison, and it's Nichols at the force man. Here's Red Hot. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans in the lead. Harrison passes to Nichols, and he gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Bulls shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Red Hot. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Down low. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. For 3, hits the three-point bomb. 12 points for him.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot in the last game against the Trailblazers. Delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 62 points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. A mind-blowing effort. One that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Some changes for Chicago. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Morrison. And it's Devin Booker in for Irving. And often players want to discuss calls with the officials, but Greg, what was your approach with those conversations with referees?
Okay, well, it depended on the conversation, but at the end of the day, you realize they've got a job to do just like you do, and you try to keep it as respectful as possible and yet still be able to get your point across.
Harrison kicks to McDaniels. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Pelicans lead by 3. Here's Red Hot. And he lays it straight in. And that's 17 points for Red Hot.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Harrison passes to Ingram. Here's McDaniels. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to happen.
Nailed from three-point land.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of the game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Siakam. And Irving subbed in for Davis. And New Orleans also making a change. Williamson's checked in.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
The 3. Red Hot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Red Hot. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight. And 1:01 left in the first half. And stolen by Booker. Inside, Butler passes to Red Hot. He goes up again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on A.J. Griffin.
And with the offense being right to the rim, at least they saved the rim.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bulls. New Orleans also making some changes. Wennington, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Harrison in for Griffin. Harrison, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, we all raise our eyebrows to the scoring, but Brandon Ingram is an assist getter.
Here's Red Hot. Pelicans with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
They get the rebound. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis erasing that shot with his length. Shooters have to beware of where Giannis is.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
For 3, Ingram. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Red Hot. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Chicago lead.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Chicago leading by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime.
Man, it's hard to imagine a hotter team from downtown. Better turn on that AC because those guys are cooking. Now, that could flip on them in a hurry, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
Some outstanding shooters in that lineup. And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Jason Tatum is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Booker in at the point. And that one's good. Ingram.
They're getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down three.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow more of the scrapping we saw in decades past. So would I. He says that would suit his game, though. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first, who's going to quit first. That's the style of basketball I like to play. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. And it shows, D.A. It shows. Thank you so much. The Pelicans trail. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Well, their pass to Red Hot. But three hits it from three-point range. Red Hot's got 31.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Richmond against Booker. To the paint. Outside for Richmond. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Richmond's got 7.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Traps in the tray.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And it's Ingram missing.
Well, his shots aren't dropping. They haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find him.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
He takes it in. Richmond dishes to Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. And here's Ingram from the arc. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Pelicans trail by 6. Loads it up for Williamson. Fast break, Chicago. Just his first attempt. And that one's good under the Kumbo.
And Giannis really trusting his rhythm right now with his offensive game.
Richmond with it. He has 7. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. One of the stories here, Red Hot getting it done today.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
3, 1, 2.
Davis is checked in for Butler. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. Williamson finds Griffin. To the inside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Wennington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line for two, number 8.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good. Red hot. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Pass to Tatum. Here's Red Hot, defended by Griffin. Pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Booker, just 4 to shoot. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
And dangerous at all times from range. Booker shoots threes at will.
Griffin kicks to Harrison. Pass to Wennington. He dishes it to Williamson to stop the run. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Red Hot, defended by Griffin. Here's Red Hot. He has 38 in the game. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle, here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
Here's Red Hot. No good with the triple. Down low. Here's Wennington. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
He can get up a few notches higher. And so it's Chicago. In control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Brandon Ingram's out there with Griffin. Then it's Richmond. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Bailey in at the shooting guard position. That's good from Booker, and the assist by Irving. Some changes. Tatum comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's red hot in for Irving. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Take a look at red hot, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to the... It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Richmond the pass to Ingram. Outside for Richmond. With the putdown. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 18. Here's red hot. The three ball. Good. Another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Pelicans. Richmond outside. Dish now to Ingram. Shoots it up. And he hits the jump shot.
Assisted by Richmond.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. The tray, it's good from long range. Red Hot's got 44.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Red Hot.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the three ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
Basket good.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Now the Bulls with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Morrison the pass to Reddick. Lets it go with the three. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead, it was
That's what we do,
they were not going to relinquish.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Great effort. Nicely done.
I have one of those nice rideable mowers.
Oh, must be nice. I got that old push mower.
Perfect build to bring out for the lockdown game.